Niwan Maga, letter 15. Skillful development of patience and forgiveness. Let us start with the Khantivadi Jataka story, which illustrates these qualities well developed by the ascetic Khantivadi. The ascetic lived in the Himalayas and from time to time came down to the city to get salt. At this time, Devadatta was the king of Kasi, where the city was located. During this visit, the ascetic met the commander-in-chief of the king, who invited Khantivadi ascetic to stay in the royal park. The king too was visiting the royal park with his harem and musicians that day. He was enjoying the beautiful surroundings, intoxicating drinks and music in the company of the beautiful women. As the king was well intoxicated, he fell asleep in no time, instead of listening to the music and enjoying the surroundings. The women saw that the king was asleep, stopped playing music and gathered around the ascetic to listen to a Dhamma talk. When the king woke up, he was very upset to see that the women had abandoned him and became even angrier when he saw that they were listening to the ascetic who was seated at the foot of a nearby tree. The king approached the ascetic and asked him what he was teaching, to which the ascetic replied that he was teaching patience. The king was furious, and his fury started to hit him, saying, "If you practice what you preach, then you should be able to bear this." The king then fumed out of the royal park. The commander-in-chief saw the incident and now dared to come forward and help the ascetic, and asked him if he had ill feelings towards the king. The ascetic replied, "I have only compassion towards you, that is all." From this story, we learn that patience is a quality that has to be developed and practiced. Here is another story that drives this point home even better. Once Lord Buddha and a large group of monks were returning to Jataka and stopped for a short rest by a brook. Lord Buddha requested the youngest monk to fetch some water from the brook to drink. The young monk came back empty-handed, claiming that the water was muddy as a fleet of carts had just crossed the brook and the water is not yet settled. Lord Buddha waited some time and reminded the young monk to fetch some water. And the monk returned with the same story. Then after yet some time, the young monk went to the brook for the third time and found that the water had settled and was crystal clear and was able to get the water as requested. Lord Buddha queried what the young monk did to clean the water, but the young monk had no answer because he had not done anything to clear the water. Lord Buddha then mentioned, "You gave it time, Bhikkhu. The mind is the same. It takes time to settle and clean. Give it time, it settles. Don't force. Be in the moment. Pay your attention wisely. That is all you need to do." The world is changing. Everyone is in such a hurry, is easily frustrated, give up quickly, and does not persevere. They fail to practice Lord Buddha's advice. Patience and mental peace are connected and is constantly changing and conditioning. For this development, one needs preparation and a strategy to apply methodically. Unification of the mind is the first development to consider. The 5 faculties contribute: Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, and Panya. It is a gradual, step-by-step development, just like the water in the story, settled and eventually became crystal clear. This cannot be achieved without patience. There is no other evil like hatred, no other austerity like patience. Here's a brief story that shows us how important it is to turn every situation into a teacher. Life is full of them, and when we encounter them in our daily lives, if we can only learn to look at them positively. Once there were 3 friends, an elephant, a monkey, and a buffalo. The monkey was always playing pranks and not missing any opportunity to tease the buffalo. One day, the elephant asked the buffalo why he was tolerating this rascal of a monkey when the buffalo can easily punish him and stop all that teasing once and for all. Buffalo replied, "The monkey's behavior gives me an opportunity to develop inner peace and patience and forgiveness. So he is my friend. I forgive him." Similarly, let us to change our attitude and try to benefit from difficult situations